Hey, before we get started with this video, I want to thank everybody for all the likes and follows. It really makes a difference. Thank you. As I mentioned on the January 1st video, I ran out of time and had to get back to the hotel, but I regrouped and re-equipped and headed out on the 2nd, leaving plenty of time to go all the way up the river to the springs. I did get a few nice still photos, but I didn't spend much time on that. I really wanted to get to that beautiful clear water where the manatees were. And boy, did I. Springhead and the pool at the state park is about 5 miles from the closest boat launch, and it's all idle speed, upriver, upstream, against the current, so it takes a while. But as you can see here, it's well worth it. Some manatees, I already run into some manatees floating around. Super clear water right at the springhead, putting out 500 million gallons a day of absolutely pure spring water. The equipment upgrade was getting a GoPro Hero 12 Black. I had the 11 and the 10. This brought back to being able to see the live view while recording. That helped me figure out that this is where the shipwreck was. You see it there kind of right over my head. It's a shipwreck. You can find out about it online. It was also just a little less crowded, but getting all the way to the state park had to deal with the glass bottom boats, and they made a lot of noise and had a lot of people, and I think they pretty much own the whole place. So they come at you and horn and expect you to get out the way like it's a magical shield, but I totally ignored that. Those rules only apply in navigable waterways, and this is pretty much just a lagoon where they're at. It was by far the prettiest day of the trip weather-wise and water-wise. Got this guy taking a nap down on the bottom. Sometimes they wedge themselves in ways to keep them from moving in the current. Just lay down there and sleep for 15-20 minutes at a time before they need to come up for air. That noise you hear in the background is the electric outboards on the glass bottom boats at the state park. They really rev them up pretty hard. The live view of the camera on the app doesn't work while the camera's underwater because of it's wireless transmission and it doesn't go through water. But you can imagine how excited I was as to how the rest of the day would be once I reviewed this footage of this guy just sleeping, taking a nice nap down there. There goes one of those glass bottom boats revving up full throttle to change positions, even with electric motors. This gal on that paddleboard is the best guide I saw out there. She was really explaining things well and keeping track of her people. That screechy noise is the handling noise of the selfie stick. It's carbon fiber and has a texture. I couldn't figure out how to handle that smoothly. Sorry about that. Here's in the main pool area. You can see there's just manatees everywhere you look almost. And they're all very relaxed and calm, not worried about people too much at all, so that's the reason why they get hit. This was a fun story as I saw this anhinga spear this bluegill, and it sort of was beating it on this log, I guess to kill it before it tried to swallow it. Not quite as busy as New Year's Day, but still quite a few kayakers out there. This little clip here is where I accidentally changed to time-lapse mode, but it turned out to be a happy accident, as Bob Ross would call it. Spoiler alert, this is actually the best footage of the whole trip, I think. I do get a lot more footage, but this was like just the ultimate goal of the trip, is to get this kind of footage right here, so enjoy. I never did get used to just how beautiful the environment was there. The water, how clear, and it was a real calm day, quiet, peaceful, just an amazing experience. Standing up on the bow, there was just so much more to be seen looking down at that angle with the light. This manatee had something really unique, and it turns out it was a band that a tether is attached to for tracking and gathering data. The tether with the data and the transmitter and stuff had come off, but the band was still on there. In case you're curious, that where the band is attached is called the peduncle. So the peduncle belt, it's padded. I learned on this trip that manatees are kind of curious of the trolling motor. This one turned around to come check it out. There was one in Crystal River did the same thing. One of the big check boxes was a selfie with the manatee to use in my PowerPoints. There you go.
Let's talk about paradise for a minute. That's right, double beat. Here we are on the Silver River. Probably the most beautiful water I ever been in the boat in, for sure. Maybe been in, period. Steer right here for a second. I want to run up in the trees here. So this is how you start the new year right. Doing what you love. I guess you could say with who you love. Yeah, it's pretty empty around here. But check this place out, man. Flip the screen here for a second. Got a little bit of footage here. I've literally lost count. Manatees, probably 80. Think I got some good video with the new GoPro on the end of a stick idea. Because here there's no snorkeling, no swimming, no fishing either. I guess people messed up almost everything. I'm surprised they still allow power boats, but here we are, mile 2.6. That's what that says. So I still got 2 miles. 2 miles to get to back to the boat ramp. Might have to power up the big motor. Get on the way here. So there you have it. Happy New Year, everybody, from Silver Springs, Florida. Just southeast of Ocala. May 2024 be all you hope for and more. Peace.
In case you haven't heard the story of the rhesus macaques or the monkeys, a guy that invented the glass bottom boats turned a bunch loose in the 50s or so to be a tourist attraction. Now they're everywhere. Right in front of the boat that was feeding the rhesus macaque and people in kayaks trying to get selfies with the monkeys. This guy was just wedged his flippers in the down tree and was taking a nap, relaxing. You can hear how much noisier the outboard motor is compared to when I was with the trolling motor, which was almost silent. Fire up the outboard and head back to the boat ramp. It's kind of neat because you run into people you've seen all day along the trail.
They're going all the way to Ormond Beach or something?
As I was coming to the end of this trip, I realized there was one last thing I really needed to do in this river where Tarzan was filmed.
Gotta do this at least once, right? Oh!